It's Rocky Life Cooks. Today we will be doing hamburger steak. I'm gonna start by chopping up my vegetables right here. I have some green bell pepper. So we just gonna slice it up and then just do some big chops on it. It doesn't have to be uniform. I just want to do some chunky chops and get that done right here. And my gloves are a little bit big, it's extra large, but at least my hands are covered. Yeah, so I got that done, and off screen I chopped up some onions as you see right here. I used half of them, left half of them chunky, and I did an extra fine dice on the other half, so I put that in the bowl. And right here I'm gonna add the ground beef. I have some 8812. It was a big family pack that I got from Sam, so I think that was like a 10-pound pack, maybe more, maybe, well, it's not less, it may be more, but I'm not sure. But I used half of the pack. So anyway, as you see here, I just added that to the mixture of the diced vegetables, and I'm gonna add some seasoning in here. Right here, I just added the onion powder. I just had a little left in that container, so I just finished it off right there. And then I'm gonna add some fine black pepper, and no measurements, just eyeball and everything. And I'm gonna add some paprika for color, generous amount of the paprika. Also right here I have some crushed red pepper. Now I do like the spice of the red pepper. I'm not gonna over add it, but I do like to see it and just taste the pepper flakes. Also I'm gonna add some, what was that? I don't know what that was, but anyway, some garlic powder as well. Lots and lots of garlic. I do love the garlicky taste. That flavor profile is just amazing. Then I'll add some parsley and a nice amount, I might add. And that's just for decoration, just to poke out of the patty. You see a little greenery. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we got all the seasonings in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of this beef broth. What this does is give you the juiciness you need for your beef patties. It also adds another layer of flavor. And right here I have some iodine salt. That's about a tablespoon worth. I didn't want to just go sprinkling the salt on there because I don't want to add too much. And as you see here, I have one large egg, and that's just to bind the patties together. And yeah, I discarded my gloves and put on a new pair. I just covered the eggshell up in there. And right here, I'm gonna go ahead and bind everything together. Make sure the seasoning is well incorporated along with the egg. Make sure every portion of the meat gets its fair amount of seasoning and the binder. Some people might say you can over mix, but I don't think so. I think you want to get your stuff well incorporated, and that just adds to the flavor and the texture of your hamburger steak patties. Go ahead and stop what you're doing and subscribe right now. It's a Rocky Life. Don't let me eat by myself, please. Balls. Go ahead and form your balls. The balls will then be pressed out into patties, guys. Get the nice, that's about what, a quarter pound or a third pound. I didn't have my measurements, so I don't know exactly what they are. But, you know, like I said, they're at least a quarter pound. But go ahead and press them out. make nice round patties, and continue that step till all the balls and patties are formed. So we're gonna go ahead and add those into the pan. We're gonna cook them on a medium temp for about 4 minutes on each side. Once we're done with that, we're gonna put them into a baking dish and put them in the oven at about 350 or about 30 minutes. I didn't cook them all the way. But before we do that, we gotta make our homemade gravy. So I just got the pan that I fried everything in. You want to keep the droppings at the bottom. I added a little bit of extra oil. And I'm going to do like 1/4 cup of flour. You want to make sure you cook that flour. It's raw. Flour is raw. So you want to cook it to get that floury taste. Floury taste. Wow. Whatever. You want to cook it until you get that taste out. That drippings at the bottom adds aromatics and flavor to the roux or gravy. And you also want to add your vegetable in. The vegetables, the chopped vegetables from earlier, you want to add those into the gravy. That adds flavor as well. Toss that around in your gravy. And cooking that gravy, that flour, allows it to brown. That's how you get your color in your gravy. But guess what? I like mine deep and dark, which I could have cooked it longer, but I didn't want to. I didn't have time. So I just went ahead and added some Worcestershire sauce and added the water to it. See, you already got a nice color on the gravy. Beautiful color. But I like mine just a little bit deeper. So yeah, I'm gonna add the seasonings to it right here. I added some garlic. Like I say, I love the garlic flavor. And I added a little Tony Satchers. Add the Tony flavor into it. As you see, that gravy is nice and thick, but I don't want it thick like that because it's going in the oven. So I'm gonna add some extra water just to thin it out. Kitchen bouquet. That adds color to your gravies or soups or whatever you're making. That's my key to darker gravy. I also added some pepper flakes, dehydrated peppers, and a little accent, which is a flavor enhancer. Stir it up, let it cook a little bit, and then once it gets a little bit thicker and cook a little bit more, we're gonna go ahead and add it back into the baking dish and add it into the baking dish over the cooked patties. Like I say, we're gonna put them in the oven for about 30 minutes, 350 degrees. Look at that. That looks good, guys, and it was good. Look at those vegetables. Look at that